guys joined us tonight, but I think you joined us possibly because you're avoiding something else. Is that correct? Or did you just want to come on and hear us?
Hey, either way, we'll take it.
Either way, we'll take it.
Bring us warm bodies, right? Warm bodies.
All right. Well, we have got some really exciting things to talk to you guys about. Oh, good. They said both. Yeah.
We're going to, let's just have them take a vote.
Okay. Let's take, what kind of vote?
Let's have them vote on what we're going to talk about.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like
we don't know. No, I'm kidding.
I feel like in honor of tonight, we should vote for something.
We got to vote for something. Maybe vote for what? I don't know. We'll have to think on that. I could. What?
Unicorns, I guess.
Unicorns. We might need a unicorn to come get us and fly us off this earth by the time the election ends tonight.
Yes. Okay, Morgan, you want to go ahead and get us started?
Yes. Hey, okay. So I think we have a really good topic to talk about with y'all tonight. I think one that is really important and vital to our business. And when done really, really well, it can be, you're going to have to take this. This is like a Christmas
I can't. It's like wrapped up in me.
Okay. Well, when done correctly, it can be super vital to your business and really, catapult you to another level. Or, not to be a downer, but if you kind of make some errors along the way, and we've all made some errors, hey, yeah, I should show you some. But if you continue making errors with this, it could really hamper your business.
It can stall your business.
It can stall your business, and it can hurt your relationships with other people. So Timie and I really wanted to bring y'all, we haven't been together in a while.
I know.
And we wanted to bring y'all a topic that we really felt like could really help you going into the Christmas season and the first of the year, where your business will really start to ramp up. So we want to talk about tonight cold messaging and how to up your game, okay? Because it's super, super important. And why is it important? That's kind of a duh question, but the reason it's so important anymore is because it's no secret that people are really figuring out that network marketing is where it's at. Especially with a company like ours, where the stars are pretty much aligned and you've got this outstanding product and this outstanding opportunity, and people are wanting to get on board with this. But what that also means is,
and it's more acceptable. I feel
absolutely.
Like when I first started Plexus, honestly, to be very blunt with you guys, I was grossed out by the idea of network marketing.
Yeah.
I didn't think anybody made money at it. I thought that people were annoying when they were trying to sell stuff, and I really wanted nothing to do with it. I feel like the tides have turned on network marketing, and I feel like Plexus really has led the way in changing that perception, because like our company says, Plexus is a network marketing company that does things the way that they could be done, should be done, but rarely are.
Right. So what we're seeing with a lot more people getting into network marketing is that a lot of people are trying to tap into the same market or network of people to, I'll use solicit for lack of better words, to either join their team or purchase the product. I think that it's important, and this is the way Timie and I always are. We're going to be completely real and transparent with y'all. I'm not going to try to use skirt around topics or anything like that with you, but here's the deal. So you've got unique people, you've got Rodan Fields, you've got Mary Kay, you've got whatever else, you name it, Cincy, you name it. And we all know that we have a product that is stellar to all those and an opportunity. We're all already on the same page here. But y'all, those people are messaging your audience as well. Yeah. So we want to help you specifically tonight learn ways that you can rise above that so that your messages will stand out.
And through the noise. You cut through the noise.
Because y'all, there's a lot of noise, and social media is very busy anymore. Our Facebook feeds are very, very busy. So what can you do to rise above that? What can you do in your wording and your branding and your approach that will make the things that you're saying stick and resonate with them and call them to action? So,
and let's say, I want to start right here by saying, you may be sitting here going, you know what? I'd rather just talk to my friends. why is cold messaging your warm market important? Okay.
What's a warm market?
Okay. We'll tell you, but okay. A warm market is people that you are in contact with, whether it be through social media or kid-related activities, that sort of thing. People that you're not necessarily really close with, but that you have at least somewhat of a relationship with. You know each other. You're probably a little more than acquaintances. Yes, people that are on your Franks list.
And it's not quite the Kevin Bacon. It's not quite the 6 points.
Not quite the Kevin Bacon 6 points of separation. You have already formed somewhat of a relationship with that person. You know each other, that sort of thing. So why is cold messaging your warm market important? Okay. Many of you could probably go silver. Some of us can probably go gold, and maybe even senior gold without cold messaging, okay? And I was able to do that. I know a bunch of you on here were able to do that. I was able to go those ranks without cold messaging. But I'm going to tell you right now, you will not get to Ruby, senior Ruby, any of the jewel ranks without cold messaging your warm market. So that's what's important. Maybe you've stalled out before silver. Maybe you've stalled out at silver. Okay, we are going to give you some tips tonight that's going to help take you to the next level of your business.
Okay, so we did quite a bit of talking beforehand, and we wanted to narrow this down to give you guys something easy and precise that you could jot down that would really help you when you are doing your cold messaging. So we came up with 4 things that could really be, we're just going to speak to it. Cold messaging failures, cold messaging fatal errors that we want to help y'all avoid those traps. Don't do some of the things that we did when we started out. Or that
these may or may not be from experience.
Right. We will not be doing any screenshots of any sort of our own messaging to share. But we want to help y'all. And so not only have we kind of talked amongst ourselves, but we consulted some other articles and just talked about the do's and don'ts. And so the very first thing, y'all, and this is so important, and this may not be the popular message across the board from everyone, but before you can cold message people, y'all have to establish some sort of personal relationship. Establish your influence with this person. That has to come first, y'all. We are a relationship business. We are not a sales business. So when doing that, when trying to, create this relationship, and I'm not saying like you have to be BFFs. They have to have like come to a party at your house.
At least like their post, people. That's what we're saying. Like their post. Right. Comment on their post. How many of you on here have been messaged in the past by somebody that you have not had a conversation with in a really long time?
The most random person ever.
How annoyed are you? Yeah. So annoyed. I'm so annoyed. I feel like it's so rude. Okay. But if that person had liked my post about my cute kids the day before, I'm going to be more receptive to hearing what they're going to say. And if they want to comment on all my posts and tell me how awesome my family is, I'm going to be real receptive to hearing their posts. You have got to warm them up. You have got to show that you are interested in them. And we're going to lead into that here in a little bit. But
genuinely. So what's most important is that there's only one of each of you, okay? Speaking of that, let me tell you this little fact I learned last night at church. This will blow your mind. I'm not a science person or a numbers person at all, but if you are, this is going to impress you. So we were learning last night about the uniqueness of each of us, how individual each one of us are. In order for another one of us exactly like how we are to be recreated, our DNA would have to be duplicated 10 to the 128th power. So that's 10 and then billions and billions of zeros, y'all. That's beyond. I don't even understand that. Maybe your dad would get it. Her dad's all
my dad's a chemist.
But just to show you.
Mind blown. You lost me at 1 million
to the power. But just to show you, each one of you, there's only one of you, okay? So there's only one of you messaging your network, and that person wants to hear from you and your voice, your tone, your relationship with them, okay? So in this business, don't try to be anyone else. Just be your unique self, and that will impress whoever you're trying to talk to.
And good news, that also means there's only one Trump and one Hillary in the entire world, right?
Praise Jesus. Okay, so you're sitting here saying, what if you're sitting here going, okay, well, I have a lot of people on my news feed, but I don't know them. They go to school with my kids. I don't know. How do I have a relationship with all these people? There is a simple process that you can go through when engaging with a person in order to kind of assess when would be the appropriate time to cold message them.
Yeah, and this is also in person too,
right?
Okay?
So, and these don't have to happen all in order simultaneously, but these are things that kind of could happen before you could go, okay, I think it's probably a good time. I could message them. It feels appropriate. I've kind of made a connection with them.
They're not going to block me.
They're not going to block me or treat me like spam, okay? So what will help you remember that is the word form, F-O-R-M.
It's an acronym for when you are ready to go in for the kill, honey.
In for the kill.
Go in.
Like we have our Frank's list.
Yeah.
Now you can add form to that. So F stands for, tell them to me.
It stands, what does it stand for? I can't read your writing. It stands for family, okay?
I wrote it in like 4-point font.
It is like tiny. Okay. The F stands for family, okay? You need to ask some questions regarding their family. So, do you have any family? Where are you from? Questions like that, getting to know them on a personal level.
Okay, so O, what's the O stand for?
Occupation. That's something else that you could ask them. And I know these are easy to like think about, but sometimes when we get in a position where we are meeting strangers or something like that, sometimes we forget. But O stands for occupation. Okay, this is really great for when you're meeting somebody on a plane, someone like that. And I love using this for strangers, saying, so what is it that you do? And you notice that all of these questions are pointed to that person. Right. You are learning about them. You are not diarrhea of the mouth onto them about you.
Yourself.
Okay. What do you do? Here's a great question. Oh, that's awesome. That sounds like a really cool occupation. What are your favorite things, or maybe some things that you don't like about your occupation? How long have you been there?
You enjoy it? Do you like the people that you work with? Do you feel like it's challenging? I mean, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, people love to talk about what they do.
That sounds so hard or so difficult or whatever. Occupation. Okay, R.
R stands for recreation, okay? So if you guys live in the same town with somebody, or maybe somebody lives a town over, something that you could ask them, so, oh, awesome. I see that you're not from Muncie. You're from what's somewhere close to Muncie?
Indianapolis.
Cool. That's awesome. What are some things you guys have to do there? What do y'all do for fun? That sort of thing. Questions like that.
Hobbies, whatever. And then
Tara says she is a hairstylist. Why is the chat not coming up? She's a hairstylist. People do love talking about themselves. That is true.
Yeah. And then the M stands for
message. When you have gotten to those 3 points with people, that is when it's probably appropriate for you to send them a message, okay? Some people, the biggest question I get, I love, if you guys are my friends on Facebook or follow me, you know that I love talking to strangers. I love Uber car drivers. I love checkers at Target. I love talking to those people, and I have always loved talking to people. So that is not something that I have had to really incorporate into my life or change once I started Plexus. It was a godsend that I was born that way. Some of you guys don't necessarily like to do that. So, but when I'm talking to strangers, people are always like, how in the world do you go through such a speeded process and get these strangers on your Plexus team? Well, Morgan and I have, we went to school together at UALR, and I have a public relations degree, and those were things that I was kind of that were just ingrained in my personality throughout college. So what I was doing, I actually go through the form all at one time, okay? So you can go through this in 15 minutes when you're meeting a stranger. And if you get to know them on a personal level, then you've made it to the M, and it's appropriate for you to, be like, hey, are you on Facebook? Let me add you. If I have a sample of Plexus, if I give it to you, will you try it? But I'm going to tell you, if you don't go through the FOR and you just go in for the kill, they're not going to be receptive. So you can go through this procedure all at one time or in one conversation if you're good at it. And let me tell you, the more you do it, the better you're going to get at it. Or it can be over a series of months through your Facebook network, through your Instagram, that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. So, but I have found that series works very effectively when it comes to messaging people. I also tell people, when it comes to strangers in public, so many times we stop at the first sentence, like, hey, how are you? I'm good, thank you. How are you? And then we don't even make eye contact after this. We keep doing what we're doing. If we go through that form or even part of it and engage with people, you're going to be surprised that your Plexus market, your market to share, is going to triple, okay? Mm-hmm. People are going to automatically tell you things like, well, I've had a good day, but kind of tired now and I'm going to my second job. Or, oh my gosh, my kids were up all night. I'm so tired. Ding, 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 tired. Ding, 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 second job. If you engage with people, you will find ways to fit Plexus in.
Yeah. Good.
Okay.
So
that was for free. That was not in our notes.
There's going to be a lot of freebies.
Sorry.
Hang on. So
the bow tie.
Yes, I think that form acronym is really, really helpful. Mm-hmm. So anyway, stick that one in your back pocket. Okay. Next, fatal error. Making it about yourself.
Me, myself, and Irene.
And it is so easy to do because
we love ourselves. We love it. We love us some us. I'm an expert on myself.
But then for the other people in the room, no.
Back to you.
But here's a mistake I've made. Like, I know so much what Plexus has done for me and blessed me with, and we tell y'all about that. We say, like, share with people what it's done for you. Da, 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 they want to hear. Those are all true things, but when you lead in a cold message with the whole first paragraph, y'all, you've got 10 seconds in the beginning to grab somebody's attention, okay? I mean, you just do. So when you're leading in with a whole first paragraph of, this is incredible, I've been able to do this, and I've been able to do this.
Welcome to my amazing company.
Increase my income by this, and it's, da, 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 da. They're like, great, I'm so glad you messaged me.
How does that
yourself? What's this
help
got to do
me?
About me? So making it about yourself, y'all, all about yourself, and leading in about yourself. Mm-hmm. Fatal error. Okay, number 3, being salesy. And guys, I mean, the thought of having to sell something, I cannot here's the funny thing. So many non-Plexus people will tell me, Morgan, I could never do what you do because I'm not a salesperson. And I'm almost offended because I'm like,
do you think I'm a salesperson?
No. Like, do you think I'm a salesperson? And I'm like, but I'm not either. Like, had you only known, like, out of a list of top 10 careers, if sales was on them, I would have avoided that one like a plague. Like, I don't want to do sales of any sort. I don't participate in my kids' fundraiser things.
Morgan just buys it all. She's like, what do I need to buy so I don't have to sell to people?
I was supposed to buy a coupon book or sell some coupon books this week. Didn't do it at all. It's due tomorrow. Like, I hate sales stuff, okay? So good news is you don't have to be salesy in this business. But
so you're saying that I should not be like, well, Jody, how are you doing today? Let me tell you about Plexus Worldwide Incorporation. We were created in 1993, and we are the leading. Jody doesn't want to hear about that?
Jody fell off asleep. She's already, Jody got off the call.
Jody's like, how do you know my name? Creepy stalker.
But like, I'm so.
It's like Russian roulette. Who's next? Tanya? Kim? See you laughing. Tanya, sorry. So,
being salesy, like, that can be anything. Because we were talking beforehand, because Timie was like, I mean, honestly, had I just messaged you, Morgan, like, hello, Morgan, hey, so have you ever considered doing Plexus? I'd be like, girl, what's wrong with you? Like,
I mean, she knows that's not how I'm going to. I message Morgan, and I'm like, Morgan.
Why did you not join?
Why are you my customer? You need to join my Plexus team, you guys. Don't forget your friends are your friends because they like you. They do not like,
sold something.
They don't like Jackie Sales 101 consultant. They don't want you to switch into like bow tie,
right. And
bow tie salesman.
Even some of those traps can be like talking in tones and voices that you don't typically talk in. So like Timie has 4,000 voices, okay? Like you will notice a few of them here tonight.
Like literally,
voices, okay?
literally.
But her normal day-to-day talking voice, I think I can remember what it is like, hey girl, hey, okay, I had something I really want to talk to you about, and here it is. And she would talk like that, okay? That's super effective for her. It works. I'm somewhere a hybrid between like that and just like
to the point.
Pretty much to the point.
Yeah.
But if I just copy and pasted like a bunch of hurtful messages to people would be like, what?
She's drunk. She's drunk. What's wrong?
Why is she talking like that to me? So you got to use your tone, your voice, the words you typically use. I mean, be your original self. But with that being said, you also need to be mindful of like typos, run-on sentences. This is still a professional setting. We still want to come across in a professional way and put our best foot forward. So.
And here's a big one. And this was important for me because when I started Plexus, and you probably see these too, you see all of these people who they're kind of experts, right? They're like, they're very health conscious. Crunchy is one of the hot words. And okay, some of you may know Annie Hale. She is super smart, ingredient guru. She is a nutrition fanatic. Okay. I, on the other hand, when I started Plexus, was still going through the drive-through of McDonald's. Didn't want to change my diet. So if I would have messaged someone and said, Megan, hello, Megan. I've just been thinking about you recently. What is do you know that 80% of your serotonin is made in your gut? Did you know that gut health is detrimental to your overall health? She would be like, what is happening? Girl, I saw you at McDonald's drive-thru yesterday. So do not be someone you are not. When I started Plexus, I did not fake who I was. I did not know anything about the comp plan. I did not know anything about the business. I messaged people and was like, girl,
this stuff works.
This stuff works. I don't know what it is. I can find out what you need, and I can tell you where to get it, but you got to try it, okay? And when they asked me tough questions, I did not pretend like I knew the answer. I said, that's a great question. I don't know. I'll find it for you, okay? Don't complicate it, and don't fake it. Be yourself. People love you for you.
That's right. And anything.
Can I get an amen? I can preach on.
That's a great comment because people don't need you to know everything.
No, and I still
and it's
don't.
Weird if you do. And like I just admit up front, I mean, have I learned a lot more about the products as the years have gone by? I mean, absolutely, because you should.
Tell them what happened to me this weekend.
Yes, so
I'm a diamond ambassador.
Timie's standing in front of a whole audience in Kansas,
like 150 people in Kansas,
and this girl stands up in the audience
at the end of our
presentation.
She's
like a literal scientist, okay? And she's like, I would like to ask y'all some questions about the component, the compound and the makeup of the chromium and how that is absorbed in the body. And Timie's like, that's an awesome question. I think Jacqueline would like to answer that. And looks over to the girl that's with her because she's like,
I have no idea.
But here's the thing. I think people really respect and go, when you could just be real and be like, wow, that's actually an incredible question. And I am 150% certain that I know someone that knows the answer to that.
I will find it. I will find the answer.
That for you and get it right back. But I can tell you, we have an awesome bank of resources that can get you that answer lickety-splits.
Luckily, somebody stood up.
Lickety-split.
I do. Luckily, somebody in the audience stood up and helped with that question. But my response was, Plexus makes you happy. I am not an ingredient guru. I do not know the components and how the chromium is made in our Plexus.
But I'll tell you what, a lot of people do.
I know, and I've got really smart friends that I can ask.
Utilize other people for their skill sets because they're all around you. So do what you do and do it the best that you can. And otherwise, Ask somebody.
And here's something else. This is totally kind of off topic, but
Another freebie.
This is for free too. Morgan actually taught me this, okay? So many of us dwell on our weaknesses, okay? Scientific information, ingredients, that is not my weakness. So if we spend it's not my strength. If we spend all of our time trying to make our weaknesses better, our weaknesses will never be more than mediocre at best. You need to spend the time on your strengths. If you are good at communication, if you are good at getting people on your team, spend your time doing that and align yourself with someone who is smart and good at training and good at logic, right? Okay? So pair yourself with somebody, but don't spend a lot of time trying to make your weaknesses your strengths.
I think Megan and Tara's team may have even done, I don't know if you guys did that on your retreat thing you just had, but Strength Finder 2.0 is an incredible book. It really changed.
You mean 2.0?
It's 2.0. I don't know why.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. She has not read that.
Anyway, 2.0, 2.0, however you want to say it. But it really is it really changed my thought process about focusing on how much further you can get in life focusing on your strength. But it's a common, y'all, it's what we're told from the very beginning. I mean, when we start developing ourselves from the fourth grade, when your teachers start telling you, be better at this, be better at that, and they're always looking for what they call opportunities for improvement, that's going, yeah, you're pretty weak there. That is code for that, and we all know that. And that's fine. I mean, we all have weaknesses, and we should all spend some time trying to work on them. But the most effort you should apply should be towards your strengths, because you will get a lot further and you will have the highest opportunity to reach your max potential if you spend the majority of time on your strengths. And here's a freebie from me. If you also start doing that with your children from very early on and telling them very early on what they are super good at and pouring into them, they will be able to reach their max potential in whatever they were destined to be in life and their goals and things that they want to pursue, instead of always focusing on the bad thing. When you focus on the negatives or their negative behavior, which is super easy to do, you just get negative out. So there's your freebie for me. Okay, back to the thing. So
lesson 101.
Being salesy, failure. Okay, number 4, last one. This is the awkward thing. Okay, we've all done this. I've done this. So you sent an awesome cold message to somebody. It is good.
But it was slightly awkward.
Person. It was a little awkward, but it was good, y'all. You spent so much time. And that's another thing here. Each message, y'all, this is huge, needs to be tailored toward that person, okay?
If I hear of one person sending a group message in here, I will come to your house.
Oh, my heavens.
And toilet paper it, roll it. What do y'all call it in Indiana?
Toilet paper.
We call it rolling. Rolling. I will roll your house.
You might even fork their yard.
I will take a tour to Indiana through the cornfields and roll your house.
So, it has to be. And y'all, it takes a little bit of time, okay? It's just how it is. If you want to put in the work, you're
don't be lazy.
You can't be lazy about it. Spend some time thinking about a message to them. It doesn't have to be a novel, but think about being very specific, and they need to know that that message is just for them.
And let me give you a little hint here too, you guys. We're telling you a lot of things you can't do. I'm going to tell you something you can do. If you are great at relationship and relationship building, and you have spent years liking people's stuff, commenting on people's stuff, sending them, hey, I know you love boots. These boots are on sale at Kohl's. If you have built relationships with people, guess what? Your cold messages can be super simple, okay? So I have always loved building relationships with people. I'm a talker. It drives my mom, who's super shy, crazy. She will not even go to Walmart with me because I am in the business of building relationships. I've been doing that for 36 years. So my favorite thing to do is to message my friends who I have already spent years building relationships with, even thousands of people, and say, hey, Amanda, you are so much fun. When are you going to join my Plexus team? I want you on my Plexus team. That is totally my personality. It takes 10 seconds to do it. I was not salesy. It did not have to be some huge thing.
Genuine.
It was genuine. I think she's so cute. I want her on my Plexus team. And I am 36. I'll be 36 in March. Thank you for reminding me, Paige. Did that come out of my mouth?
She must not have been on our team when we did our birthday stuff. So every year, Timmy and I's birthdays are like 3 or 4 days apart.
Yeah.
And so we always do big birthday
bashes. Yeah. But so if you do the legwork ahead of time, your cold messaging or warm market can be super simple. Okay.
Personal.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the number 4. You send this cold message. It was really good. You loved it. You felt great about it. Then you see that person at church or somewhere else, and you act like it never happened.
The elephant in the room.
That is awkward, y'all. Like, that's so awkward. So
that makes them awkward.
It makes them feel awkward. It's like it only existed in this little bubble, and it's not real, and it doesn't happen outside of your cyberspace or something. I mean, if you had sent them, like, say they had been looking for bunk beds. Okay, I just said bunk beds to somebody yesterday. If they had been looking for bunk beds and you found them a really cool set of bunk beds and you messaged it to them like, hey, found these on online garage sale, here you go. Wouldn't you, when you saw them, like, hey, did you see that new message about the bunk beds?
So cute.
I thought those were so great and would be exactly what you were looking for. Yes, y'all, you would, okay? We have to have belief and courage. And when you are skirting the issue and acting awkward and never addressing it in person, that's awkward, y'all. Like, I know that we don't want to be abrasive, and I know that we're always aware of,
and you don't want to seem salesy.
And you don't want to seem like you have nothing else to talk about with that person other than Plexus. I get that, because we really, at the root of things, y'all, need to uphold and cherish the relationship at the core that we have with everyone. No Plexus message, product, anything is ever worth destroying a relationship with anyone, okay? But don't act awkward. Like, this is something that we love and believe in and know that can help them. So talk to them about it in person. Cold messaging, all this, super effective. It will catapult your business to the moon. But you know what? Nothing replaces a personal relationship. Nothing replaces personal interaction. I'm going to brag on someone real quick that's on this call.
Okay, good.
She's new. She just joined my team. Her name's Erin Patterson. I don't know if you're on, Erin, but literally the girl went silver in 1 hour. And she, you know how? I was messaging her and she's like, okay, I'm going to do this. She said, literally the text message between her back and forth went, hold up, give me a minute. She calls, y'all. She calls several people, and in 1 hour, this girl messages me back, has gone silver and has a customer and get the double rank up last month, okay? Nothing replaces your belief and your ability to speak to something over the phone or in person, that relationship. We cannot hide behind a computer our entire life, okay? All these tips tonight are going to help you so much, and you need to do them, and you need to fine-tune your skills, and you need to use form and all of this, but you have to follow it up. Start it with personal relationship and follow it up with personal relationship.
Okay, and I'm going to leave you with a number. I'm not a numbers person.
Don't leave it. Give them the number, but don't leave them with us, because we have this one little short thing left.
Oh, okay. All right. Say you reach out to just 3 people per day. I want to see a show of hands. Does that seem doable to you guys? Just 3 people, right? If you were to reach out just to 3 people per day, that is 1,095 people that you will message this year. Wow. Say that, what do we want to say?
I mean, heck, even if
say that you get a third of those.
Mm-hmm.
That's 365 people. What would that do for your business?
Wow.
What would that do?
I mean,
first of all, if you got them as ambassadors, you would be emerald.
Yeah, and even, I mean, honestly, like, the average diamond has what? 30 to 40 level 1s. So when you think about that, when you really wrap your brain around what the numbers can do for you, that's huge. I mean, I hope y'all can see that big picture. That makes a big difference. That really is, like, I've never thought of that either. Like,
I mean, say you get 1/5 of them, which is pretty accurate. That's 219 people.
Wow, y'all. That's huge. Huge.
And it's so easy. And I know it seems difficult and you don't want to think about, it seems hard. I remember being at silver, below silver, and thinking, I will never get to diamond. But you know what I did? I took one day at a time, and I said, I'm going to do this today. I'm going to talk to 3 people today. I'm going to talk to 5 people today. And that's what you have to do. You have to take it day by day. You can work this business part-time, but you can't work it sometimes. Okay? So it's important that you do something every day. And 3 people a day, we can do that on our lunch break.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So, okay, we got one last part.
And then the one last thing we wanted to cover with y'all that is really a blanket topic to all of this. And we feel really strongly about this. It is a blanket topic to everything in this business. And it is branding yourself, y'all.
Okay, so
branding.
For $34.95, when you pay that, you guys, you are a small business owner. So that is why branding yourself is important.
Absolutely. And so I don't want to step on anybody's toes or out anybody. I mean, I would never do that. But my job, I feel like as a leader, is also to give some constructive criticism to help y'all. At my day job, my boss doesn't have any problem at all saying, here's where you're at today or this month or this quarter. And here's what here's where you can do better. Here's what you could work on. So when we are considered branding ourselves, especially now, y'all, more than ever, where there is an influx of people in the network marketing realm, and we have a product, y'all, that is so far above everything else. And we have the clinical trials, and we have people who are totally transforming their health to the point where it feels miraculous, okay? This feels like the best prescription drug they ever got a hold of that has fixed everything. We all know it's not, but I mean, y'all, it feels like that to people, these testimonies that we get to hear.
When you say not, it means it's not a prescription drug.
Right, meaning like it's, yeah. So here's the thing. Along with that, y'all, we need to position ourselves and position our product as such. And because we are business owners, we have compliance, we have marketing kind of regulations and rules, but we also have a lot of freedom and flexibility. That isn't always a super, super good thing. And I'm telling y'all this because I want us to all to have a fluid look and feel and tone to our products. Yes, we can have a little bit of individualism, but I want to give you an example. Mm-hmm. So if you went to the doctor and you are really, really struggling with something, you're at your wit's end, and he is like, when you get here, I'm going to talk to you all about this new drug that has completely revolutionized the market. It is going to transform your issue. You're going to feel so much better. This is the key. This is your miracle. This is it. You are so excited. You believe him. You trust him. You get there and he hands you a flyer with some cheetah print paper and some cutout random looking prescription drug.
Maybe some barbecue sauce on it.
Some barbecue sauce is crinkled up like he pulled it out of his back pocket. No, y'all, he just lost every bit of his credibility.
And here's another thing.
Down the drain.
Here's another thing. And we are not the party police.
No,
but
absolutely.
Say you had your cardiologist on your Facebook page or your some other doctor, and you saw pictures of him like at a party, down in smoking it up, or with a keg, and he's your heart doctor. And he doesn't really look like he's the epitome of health.
Right.
Would you trust him?
We've got to align ourselves a little bit.
And that's hard talk. I know it.
That is,
and I'm not telling y'all not to have fun, but I'm telling you guys, be aware of what you're presenting to people. Yeah. Don't post it.
Don't post it. And I mean, yeah, seriously, like if I could have a gigantic plank in my own eye right now, I mean, I'm not saying that I'm the epitome of health by any means. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I think we should all strive to present our products in the most professional manner, so we will come with some respect and legitimacy from the beginning.
And they are always watching. And trust me, when I would still be doing Plexus products and going through the drive-thru, people would say, I see you're taking Plexus, but how's that Big Mac today? You know what I mean? They may not comment on my stuff, but they are watching, you guys. And trust me, that is my weakness, is my eating habits. And that's something that I have to work on and working out, because I don't really like to do that either. But I'm just saying, and we are preaching to you things that we have learned in our own personal business. So don't feel like we're you can't have any fun, you can't eat anything good. We are just telling you things that have affected our business.
Because you are selling yourself essentially to people, and they're looking for
something different than what they have.
That's right, they are. So with that being said, y'all, consider that when you're messaging people, what graphics you're sending them, the way you're talking about things, the things you're posting on your page. It's all super important. It all goes hand in hand. It all wraps up into one pretty bow in this thing you're trying to hand them on a platter, which is Plexus. And we know we've got something so incredible to offer people, but we've just got to prove that time and time again. It's just part of the game. And so many of you are doing this so right, trust me, because you would not be in the positions that you are without it. And you are going to make mistakes, absolutely. And you're going to laugh about them later, and you're going to fix it the next time and move on, because I'm telling y'all, I can screenshot some stuff for you that I have sent
in early years.
So,
hey, but I want to tell you guys, realistically, who on here can agree to cold messaging people, cold messaging your warm market, taking time to do it right, making it personal, and building relationships with people. If that's you, I want you to raise your hand. I want you to commit to that, because I promise you that is so important in your business, and it is going to take you to the next level. Now, I will say this. You may not be great at it at first. I wasn't. Jake was laughing the other day about how he was like, I wish we had some of the I wish I'd taped some of the messages, some of the voice text, some of the emails that you sent when you first started Plexus. I wasn't good at it. Guess what? 3-way calls, Zoom calls, stuff like that. I was terrible at it. But guess what? Practice makes perfect. It's going to get easier, you guys. So just start doing it. And here's something that I have written down, okay? Don't be afraid of no, okay? Because it's the same thing as practice makes perfect. When you get no's are going to show you in your business what's not working. No's are going to show you what you could say differently. No's are going to show you what people don't want, okay? So take those no's and let them be a learning experience. Let your cold messaging, the first few, be a learning experience. Maybe send it to somebody that's not really on your dream team this week so that you can send it to your dream team next week. But I promise you, it gets second nature. Now, I don't even think about it. I message people all the time, and it doesn't affect me if they say yes or no. The only person it affects is them, okay? And that's the way you have to look at it. The no's, they don't affect you, okay? They affect that other person. And a lot of times, if you keep doing your thing and you keep being happy and healthy, we're the happy and healthy lifestyle company. So if you keep doing your thing, I'm going to tell you, a lot of those no's are going to circle back around.
They will. That's true.
It all starts with building relationships, planting seeds, and cold messaging.
Yep. That's it, folks. I don't have anything better to add to that. Thanks for being on, y'all.
Who's winning the election?
That was awesome, you guys. Thank you so much. You guys win.
We win with having a team that's great. We win all the
time. Y'all are
so
awesome. I want to say I don't see a ton of y'all a lot, because Megan and Shonda and Tara are such awesome leaders. They don't even need me around. I'm like the old grandma that's not needed.
Well, you are 36.
I just want to say, you guys are I am 36. And I saw Tara's like, and she's got 2 degrees. I do. I'm pretty fancy. Tara, I saw Tara put that on the side. But you guys are so awesome. Y'all have such a great team unit with Shonda and Tara and Megan and Becca and Lauren Lutz, all these girls. Y'all are so lucky. If you need anything, you've got them. You've got us. So don't be scared to put yourself out there. You've got all of us who have paved the way, and we have gotten a lot of no's, and I'm here to tell you, it didn't kill me. I want to break out in song. It only makes you stronger. So,
well, and I think that's the thing. That's kind of to summarize what you're saying, is that it's okay to mess up, and it's okay to, right? I can't even take you, I can't even look at you. Right?
Which one is the balloon and which one is the human?
The face sweat.
I don't even know how you talk with her, Morgan. I'd just be dying laughing the whole time. But anyway, it's okay to mess up. We've all messed up. When I look back at my cold messages that I sent people when I started, it's embarrassing. And honestly, some of the people I went back to and sent another message and said, change things quite a bit. But, I just think that we learn through experience. It's just like, as a hairstylist, I've learned from doing it. I've learned because I've done hair so long, with doing Plexus, you learn as you go. And as you reach out, you're gonna figure it out. You're gonna figure out what works and what doesn't work. So, I'm just so thankful that you guys did this call for us and poured into everybody. And if anybody has any questions for them, you can always reach out to one of us and we can, message them or whatever. So
we're here for
I'm
you
going to
guys.
be in Indiana in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Will somebody mail me some Pizza King?
I can't wait.
Will somebody mail me some
Y'all,
Pizza King?
talk about bad branding. I'm going to be pigging out on some Pizza King.
I've only had
Will
Pizza
be.
King once in my life. Does anybody remember the one time I went to Indiana?
That was fun.
Yeah, that was so much fun.
Born in Indiana. Morgan scared the living poopy out of me in the cornfield, by the way.
That was hilarious.
And I thought I was dying in a cornfield.
Oh my gosh. Well, Morgan is coming in a couple weeks and we're going to hopefully get something worked out with her so you guys can see her if you want to while she's here. So we may just do it at Pizza King.
Just don't post
a big Pizza King party.
I love it. Yeah, we just want to post those pictures.
No pictures. Okay, well, all right. Well, we'll let you guys go. Everybody have a great night.
Bye. Ciao.
Bye.
Adios.